There will be many artifacts. Unlike individual agile teams, which is typically the small teams of 3 to 5 people, here you will have 30, 50, 100, or maybe 200 people. So unlike individual agile teams, you need to have more artifacts. But then in agile, it is also about JBG, that is just barely good enough documentation. For example, I'm sitting in a high-end apartment and it is having 160 apartments. Now, when this construction happened, the builder or the promoter has to think about a lot of things. How many blocks will be there? What will be the flooring plan? What will be the engineering design? How many apartments will be there in every floor? How, like, what are the facilities you are going to provide? Maybe with respect to swimming pool, maybe with respect to the badminton court or basketball court, jogging track, running track. Also, you will have parking lot. All these things have to be thought through. Not only they have to be thought through, they have to be documented. But Agile is not about documentation. Agile is about frequent delivery. So we have to look at that aspect as well. We need to have artifacts, but minimal in number, even at scale. But we have to scale. Another aspect of scaling is events or ceremonies. At scale, there will be meta events to manage for the scale teams. Example can be for any team level framework, you will have planning event, replanning event. For example, if you are in Scrum, the replanning event will be called as daily Scrum. Daily, you are doing some readjustment with respect to your plan. There will be review, there will be retrospective. These events at the team level will also be scaled. And those will be called as the meta events, not event, meta events. Finally, an increment at the end or on demand. It has to be an integrated increment because there will be multiple teams involved. We are not interested about individual teams. What individual Scrum teams or Kanban teams or any other team is giving us, we are interested about an integrated increment. Also, we have to look at the roles aspect. This is another aspect. In Agile teams, usually there are 3 roles: product owner, team facilitator, cross-functional team members. It changes with a team level framework. For example, in Scrum, the product owner will be called as the product owner. The team facilitator will be called as the Scrum master, and the cross-functional team members will be called as just developers. At scale, we need additional roles. For example, one Scrum Master managing a scale team of 50 people is not possible. Can a Scrum Master manage 50 or 60 people, one master? No, it is not possible. Similarly, for the product owner roles, one product owner managing a large complex product with a big product backlog is not practically feasible. Support will be definitely needed. So what I'm saying is the roles have to be also scaled. So we need multiple product owners, multiple Scrum masters considering Scrum, and also at scale, we need to have some rules so that it is done properly. Again, it has to be in such a way, it should be a flat team structure. Next is how to scale and still remain agile. So this is another aspect. When you scale or have a scaled agile framework, you need to know you are going to scale. That means huge scope, requirements, team, rules, all will be there. But you have to still agile. And the best test to know that you are still agile is to follow the agile manifesto. Again, that is my way of looking at things. Other might have different ways of looking at things, but this is how I look at it. So what the Agile Manifesto is saying, it was written sometime in 2021, nearly 25 years before. That is a quarter of a century. Is it still valid? Yes. Can it be applied at scale? We have to test. When you are going for scaling, you have to look at, because if you have so many people, so many artifacts, so many roles involved, you have to look back at the Agile Manifesto and say, okay, this is the manifesto. Am I really scaling? Yeah, and still following Agile. So what is the manifesto is telling you? Individuals and interactions over processes and tools. Working software over comprehensive documentation. Now, individual and interaction, we have to look at. Can we do at scale? Yes, we can. Working software? Yeah, definitely we can, because that is the idea about having scaled delivery. Customer collaboration over contract negotiation. Responding to change over following a plan. And the last line is equally important. That is, while there is value in the items on the right, we value the items on the left more. So there are values with respect to items in the right, such as processes and tools, documentation, contract negotiation, but we value the items on the left more. So you have to look at these things. Customer collaboration, can we scale? Depends. I mean, not everyone can discuss with the customer. So we have to build our framework in such a way, but customer collaboration has to be more valued than contract negotiation. Responding to change over following a plan, can we do that at scale? Again, depends what kind of product we are building. So not only the 4 values, you have to do the testing. Also, there are 12 principles. So let us go through the principles one by one. At scale, what can we do about it? Is the principle going to be followed, or what can we do about it? The first principle, our highest priority is to satisfy the customer through early and continuous delivery of valuable software. Can you do that? Oh, definitely we can, because that is what the main aspect of Agile. We have to continuously deliver working software or working product. Welcome changing requirements even late in development. Agile processes harness change for customers' competitive advantage. Can we do that at scale? Depends. For example, like you are releasing a movie, a mega movie, let us say Titanic, which was hugely successful. Now, say one reason they are saying they did not like the ending. They wanted both Jack and Rose to be alive. Another person is saying, no, I don't want Jack and Rose to be alive. We want them both dead so that people will be emotionally touched. Requirement change will happen. Is it possible to release a movie like that? Like every 2 weeks, you are going to release into a theater 15 minutes of the movie. Based on the customer change, another 15 minutes will be done. Is it possible? No, we cannot do that. Or let us say a satellite you are launching. The satellite is going to the outer space. Now you are saying instead of a high definition camera, we need a ultra high definition camera. It is already there in the space. How we are going to change the hardware? You cannot change it. So again, it depends. Third one, deliver working software frequently from a couple of weeks to a couple of months with a preference to the shorter time scale. Can we do that? Yes, we can, definitely. That is what software delivery can happen frequently. Business people and developers must work together daily throughout the project. Is it possible daily throughout the project? No. So we have to have a team structure which allows this principle to be followed. That there will be a product owner or a proxy for the customer or a chief product owner who is interacting with the business folks. Next one, build projects around motivated individuals, give them the environment and support the need and trust them to get the job done. Definitely, we need these people. If individuals are not motivated, nothing is going to get done. Because in Agile, it is about self-managing team, self-organizing team. The team members have to be motivated, self-directed. The most efficient and effective method of conveying information to and within a development team is face-to-face conversation. Is it possible in Agile, face-to-face? Every team member, 60 team members are interacting with face-to-face communication? Depends. Because again, if your customer is sitting in East Asia and your developers are in Europe, how will do face-to-face communication throughout the day? There is a time zone gap, first of all. Different team members spread across different continents or countries. So we can take the help of technology, but again, it is context sensitive. Working software is the primary measure of progress. Oh yeah, definitely, we can scale that. Agile processes promote sustainable development. The sponsors, developers, and users should be able to maintain a constant pace indefinitely. Sustainable development, yes, definitely. I have been involved with software development for 14 or 13 years. Then I went into entrepreneurship. So I have seen software development or software engineering people, they get burned out very fast. The burning rate is very high. People get totally out within 15 or 20 years. They're fed up with software. So definitely we need this a sustainable pace of development. 8 hours a day, not more than 40 hours a week. That also, can it be applied to scaling? Yes, we can do that. Continuous attention to technical excellence and good design enhances agility. Yes, agility is key part. We can scale that. Simplicity, the art of maximizing the amount of work not done, is essential. So here, essential in a sense, they're saying what you are asked to do, do that. Nothing more, nothing less. Can you do that? Yes, we can do that. That's what we have a product backlog, and we have to scale in such a way only the requirements that we need, they're on the top of the backlog. We have to scale in that way. And it has to be at scale with so many people. Then the best architecture, requirements, and designs emerge from self-organizing team. Can we have it like best architecture requirements? It is a complex product and we have large number of people, can we do that at scale? Depends. So we have to have our roles in such a way. There should be some architects, there should be some integration engineers, what kind of roles we can make it available in our framework so that it scales properly. So we have to adjust here. Last one, at regular intervals, the team reflects on how to become more effective and then tunes and adjusts its behavior accordingly. Can we do that? Basically, it is talking about retrospective, or retrospective we are going to do at scale. Yeah, definitely. We can do retrospective at scale. So the reason I showed both values and principles, because when you do scaling, people forget you are still agile. Are you still agile? Are you following the agile values? Are you following the agile principles? That is, you have to continuously ask. Otherwise, there is no point of having agile at scale. If you are scaling and you are still following the bureaucratic approaches of waterfall, there is no point of scaling in using agile framework. So continuously look back and see what you are missing and what you can uh, like use from the values and principle in your framework that you are going to use.